First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jones on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
15.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bears take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards on the ground.
10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2, here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Russell Wilson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Giants 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Pettis now on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now Jones throwing on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to
Saquon Barkley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll drop this one down to Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down and goal to go.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's complete right around the 8. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
3rd and goal they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears.
For the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down.
From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Jones now going to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's
3rd throwing Jones. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jones pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 21-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Complete to Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Gano for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Giants 14, Bears 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To try again after the sack. Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Cohen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jones on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 24-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They're going to try and throw. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, 0-0-0.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by Penny. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
To number 39.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
The Giants 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Saquon Barkley.
From 17 yards out. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Giants 24, Bears 17.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the
throwing again. Wilson gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he will have the Bears' first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Lorenzo Carter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he completes it to Cohen. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Going down the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. He's
Don't worry
at
about
the
it,
40.
baby. I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
Past the 20. 10. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield and stand in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 27. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Today's final score.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for you have a big decision here to make about one of your players. You have a big decision here to make about one of your players.